All this week, I've been having a few people come up to me and asking me to show them something a little bit different, a little bit unique that they don't see every single day. And what I'm going to show you guys is a crucifix choke. And let me say a couple things about these unique moves. Things like crucifix chokes, no arm triangles, moves like that, they require a lot of practice. You're not going to hit them just right off the bat. But I can say that if you keep working at it and you don't give up, that you will eventually get that submission. And the first time you do get it on somebody, for example, the crucifix choke, it's a really good feeling, okay? Now, to get into these moves, you got to have a pretty good setup for it, because they require weight distribution, timing, etc., all that kind of good stuff. And so to do this crucifix choke, I'm also going to show you a setup to get into it. And the first time I saw this, I saw a guy named David Thomas do it. He's a black belt out of Austin, Texas, and he's a really good guy. When I saw him do this, I thought, hey, that is really cool. I want to try that. And this is what's going to lead us into this crucifix choke, okay? And Lewis is going to start from turtle guard, basically. He's going to be on all fours. You can get there, let's say he took a shot and I sprawled, or maybe we swept each other and he ended up in this position. However we got there, this is where we start, okay? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to insert my knee right inside there in between his arm and his leg, okay? My other hand is going to grab his wrist, okay? Just like this, okay? Right on the inside, just like that. I'm going to take his hand and I'm going to hook it with my legs, okay? I've got it hooked in between my legs. I've got it back tight here. And I'm going to roll that way, right over the top of him. And when I do, it takes him with me. Now, with the gi on, if we have the gi, there's a choke here where I can come across his collar and try to pull it real tight, okay? No gi, that's a lot harder to get that choke. So we're going to use this setup of David Thomas's to get the crucifix instead. What I do is I need to make sure that this leg is hooking his arm. And I'm going to switch my hands now. I'm going to come over the top and I'm going to hook it with my other arm. As I do that, I'm going to shrimp crawl and I'm going to get to my hands and knees, okay? I've still got his leg his arm right here between my leg. This is also hooking still, okay? What I do is I keep driving my leg forward until I can pass it to my other hand. Now I lock my hands up and I sit out completely and I lean forward for the tap, okay? Or I lean back, I'm sorry. When his chin hits his chest like that, it's a choke, okay? This is very uncomfortable, right, Lewis? That's what we're gonna do. Let's see it one more time. I'm working my knee in there. I'm able to hook his arm. I roll over the top. Excellent, okay. Now I'm gonna think, what am I gonna do? Crucifix choke. Switch arms, shrimp a little bit, get to your knees. Now, one thing, I can lose this hold here. If you want to come around here, Dan, sometimes you'll find that he can pull his arm out or he can slip it away. Don't let that happen. So sometimes I take my free hand and I hold it there while I bring my knee around until it's close enough that I can hook it in here and get my hands clasped together. And then I sit out, lean back for the choke. It's a real nasty choke and it's real uncomfortable. But that's one of those ones you don't see all the time. Practice it. If at first you don't succeed, try again and eventually you'll get it. It's a real good feeling. Let's go ahead and work it, guys.